United. This is RuVik Education, and today we're going to be beginning with class 10th course, which is Beste Freunde book, which starts from lesson 6. So basically, let me just give you an overview about what exactly is happening. In class 10th and in class 9th, you guys have the same book, which is Beste Freunde, which means best friend. And the first few chapters are of class 9th, and beginning from lesson 6, you are going to begin with your 10th course. Also remember that we are learning together, growing together. We may make some mistakes, but we will try our best to provide you with all the correct information. So without any further ado, let's get started. It's going to be really interesting. And yeah, so the name of the chapter, Lektion 6. This is your 6th lesson in the book, but your first lesson for class 10th. So it is Magst du grüne Bohnen. Magst du grüne Bohnen. What is magst? So by now you must be knowing about verb conjugation. You must be knowing about mögen verb, right? Mögen means to like. So that is exactly where this magst comes from. So like, basically this is what it means. Do, simple words, we know it. All these basics are done. Do means you, informal. Grüne Bohnen. Grüne is green and Bohnen is beans. So do you like green beans? That's the title of the chapter. If I move ahead, I can see a picture, a build. I can see a build. And in this, first I would like to ask you that what are the things that you can see or observe over here? We're able to see many people eating food, probably a canteen. They're serving food over here, eating food, and there's also a dialogue box. Let's see what it's saying. Oh, toll. That means oh, cool. Wollen wir? I can read. Yeah, wollen wir uns anmelden? Wollen is a modal verb which means will, right? Wir is we, uns is ourselves, anmelden is to register. So should we register ourselves? Cool. Should we register ourselves? This is the person saying. Also, one thing, guys, everything that's written over here in pencil or anywhere throughout the book might not be accurate, but yeah, let's continue. So with this, we have gotten a gist of the chapter, that it's about something about canteen, and they're talking about registering to something. So what exactly could it be? So we'll understand that by reading this passage. It's important, and it's the first passage of class 10th. Since class 10th is mainly based on boards, I would also like to give you a few suggestions based on that. That is that these kind of passages or paragraphs, texts, which we'll be calling them, you'll see a lot. And many times what they do is they just take away certain words and they put in blanks at those places and ask you to fill them with it. So it's important that you understand the sentence and you understand which word goes where. So let's begin. So we have Einladung. Einladung means invitation. Here it says, liebe Schülerinnen und Schüler, liebe Lehrerinnen und Lehrer, liebe Eltern. That means, dear students, female, dear male students, like Schülerinnen is girls and boys, liebe Lehrerinnen und Lehrer, female teachers, male teachers, liebe Eltern, dear parents. Unsere Schule wählt einen neuen Kantinenleiter. This means, unsere means our. These tables you have learned in previous classes, so this is pretty much known. Schule is school, wählt. Wählt is basically to elect or to choose. Einen neuen. So einen neuen. There's a grammar topic in class 10 where you will understand why we are using neuen, because we know that neu means new, right? New. But then why are we adding this extra en over here? That we'll understand when we'll be discussing that grammar topic. Kantinenleiter. Kantinenleiter means canteen. Leiter means manager. So basically, a director, a manager. Our school is choosing a new canteen manager. Deshalb wollen wir also 14 und 15 jeweils um 1 Uhr ein Testessen machen. That means deshalb is basically that is why. That is the meaning of deshalb. What's the difference between deshalb and while? Over here it is written deshalb is used for result, while is used for reasoning. For example, that is why I am conducting this experiment, or this is for Dashal, and because would be that because I'm conducting this experiment, many people would benefit from this. So that's the basic difference. And that is why on 14th and 15th, approximately at 1 o'clock, jeweils is approximately 1 Uhr ein Testessen. That's why we will conduct a eating test, machen, to do. Dazu laden wir Schüler, Lehrer und Eltern ein. That is why we are inviting students, parents and teachers. Here you can see this is a trennbaren verb, that means separable verb. We have einladen over here. Verb at second position. Hopefully you know that. If you don't know, you know. Zwei Personen für aus jeder Gruppe können mitmachen. Die Teilnehmer bestimmt das los. That means 12 people making a group. Each a group of 4 can participate. Mitmachen is participate. Teilnehmen is also participate. The Teilnehmer comes from the verb teilnehmen, and Teilnehmer means participants. Bestimmt, definitely you should take a part in this. Bestimmt is definitely. Wir wünschen allen viel Glück. That means we are wishing you all a very good luck. Okay, coming to the second part. Und so funktioniert unser Testessen. Jeder Teilnehmer probiert jedes Gericht, danach füllt einen Fragenbogen aus. That means now they're telling the functioning of their Testessen. Now and the functioning of a Testessen. Jeder Teilnehmer, that means every participant. Probiert is to try. Jedes, every, Gericht, dish. Danach füllt. After that, they will fill. This füllt comes from ausfüllen, which means to fill. It's a separable verb. And then they will fill a questionnaire, which is Fragebogen. Interessiert, that means interested. Then gleich anmelden unter this email address. That means then immediately register under this email address if you're interested. Oder einfach anrufen unter, that means or simply call under. Anrufen is to call, einfach is simply. This is the number. Anmelden Schluss, that means end date. One more thing, many people get confused because Schluss also means key, but Anmeldschluss means deadline. So they're telling 10th is your deadline. Guten Appetit is basically good appetite. And this is written by Rosemary Gazner, which is the Direktorin Gutenberg Schule. This is also important because there are two types. There are two ways in which your board exam asks this. This comes under section D, where they might either ask as the way I just told you before, where they might take away certain words, or they will make question answers like we ask in section A. There's a paragraph and there are question answers. So if they ask you who wrote this Einladung, then you can write Rosemary Gaziner, who is the Direktorin Gutenberg Schule. Gutenberg Schule is the name of the school. Okay. Coming here, schau das Bild. That means look at the picture. This schau is basically anschauen, which means to look. Und lies die Einladung. Wozu kann man sich hier anmelden? So basically they're asking that look at the picture. This picture they're asking us to look at. And then look at the invitation. Wozu, for what reason can one register here? So this is a question pretty much to you guys. What do you think the answers could be? It could be because they can contribute something. Possibly there are many answers to this. There's no one definite answer. So you guys can go ahead and take a look at that. I'll just read these lines, and if there are certain words that you don't understand, hopefully I'll be able to clear those. Lies die Einladung in ein A Noch einmal und sammle Fragen, arbeite dann mit einer Partnerin, einem Partner, frag und antworte. That means again, read noch einmal means once more, once again. Read the invitation, sammle means to collect, and collect questions. So you can make questions from this box right over here. And if you have someone with, if you don't have someone with you, it's fine, just make few questions. For example, there's where, so where can man mitmachen, who can participate, wann you can ask, wann beginnt die Testessen, oh sorry, das Testessen. Similarly, more questions, it will help you. Next we have 2a. Lesen Fragenbogen, was für Fragen sollen die Testesser beantwortet. That means read the, we'll just take a look at this questionnaire and we need to answer the questions. So the first one is, wie schmeckt das Essen? The answer can be lecker, which is tasty. Second one is, sind die Portionen groß genug? Is the portion, is the food, amount of food enough? You can either take ja or you can take nein. Sind die Zutaten frisch? That means are the ingredients fresh? You can either write ja, nein. Fourth one is, wie lange muss man warten? So you can write ein man für 5 Minuten, whatever, warten, and whatever you want to write over here, honestly. So yeah, so we'll be continuing from the next video, so go ahead and watch that.